Hello, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing Star Wars Cloak of Deception by James Luceno. And, well, Cloak of Deception takes place before the events of the Phantom Menace, and the characters are Chancellor Valorum, Palpatine, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Newt Gunray, Saesee Tiin, Depa Billaba, Mace Windu. Yoda even makes an appearance, and you have characters like Ramsus, who also is a lot of the Jedi Council members, make an appearance in this book. And then there's even a character called Bail Antilles, who also is a character in this book as well. And then you have other characters that will make appearances in here, like Tarkin makes an appearance, Virgie, who who appears in Rogue Planet, and then also appears later on in the timeline in the New Jedi Order series. So she makes an appearance in here as well. And another fun in that you'll find pretty interesting, Luminara Unduli makes an appearance in this book. And what makes it interesting, that Cloak of Deception was published 1 year before Attack of the Clones came out in theaters. Like, this book was published in 2001, as where Attack of the Clones came out in 2002. So it is pretty interesting there. And then another thing that's pretty interesting, that this is the first time you hear about the Techno Union, which, and then you hear about Wat Tambor. So that's another interesting thing, because we see Wat Tambor in the Separatist meeting in Attack of the Clones with Count Dooku, as where we hear a mention of him in this book that's set before the events of the Phantom Menace. So definitely some interesting connection there, and it's like I'd love to see how James Luceno got that. Did he have some conversations with George Lucas, and then did George Lucas or someone at Lucasfilm talk to him about Luminara and the Techno Union and Wat Tambor? Did George Lucas give them some notes about that, which I would find pretty interesting. I'd like to hear about what went into writing the book. Pretty much the theme of this book, it deals with the politics, like this definitely helps with the world building of the politics in the Phantom Menace, and it also, helps, sets up with the invasion of the Trade Federation. And then pretty much a part in this book, they go on a mission to Aradu, however you say it. And then that's where Tarkin makes an appearance. And another connection, we see Jorah Sabayoth makes an appearance, who is the crazy clone from the Thrawn trilogy, but he's not the crazy clone as we see him in the Thrawn trilogy, because that takes place way later in the timeline, and this takes place early on in the timeline, is where the Thrawn trilogy is set after Return of the Jedi in the Expanded Universe / Legends timeline, as this is set before the events of the Phantom Menace in the Expanded Universe / Legends timeline. And definitely, this book really does show you how organic the Expanded Universe was, and how it had some pretty good continuity. So more evidence there if you look further for books that show you how rich the Expanded Universe continuity was. And my thoughts on this book, I thought it was a pretty good read, and definitely I did enjoy, and I did thought it was a really good setup for the Phantom Menace, and I definitely liked how it did connect to other things. And I definitely, as I stated, how it was interesting that this is the first appearance of Luminara and the first mention of Techno Union and Wat Tambor, so big interesting thing there. And definitely I liked how and I did state how I did like how it connected to a lot of other things, like having Tarkin appear, Virgie, and Jorah Sabayoth. Definitely like that, and definitely I would recommend reading this book. And that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Bye.